Good to see you, James Remar. How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you. Good to be here.
Yes. Now, show off what you have brought here to the Rich Eisen show set. And I will do my best to describe it for those who are listening in on our simulcast right now. That's a piece of it's a leather vest that says on the back, it says Warriors. Is that from the Warriors?
This is my screen-worn vest when I played the character Ajax in the movie The Warriors. It's one of a kind. There was only one because actually The Warriors was kind of a low-budget film back then for a studio film. We only had one vest each. And I made off with mine at the end. Typically on a show you have like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But we had one. You can see this kind of. I leaned up against something one night, and there's that black stain around the.
Okay.
You can actually see that in the movie, and I took it home with me and gave it to my then girlfriend, and she kept it for me for the 38 years.
And she just contacted you out of the blue and said, "Does it fit? You're going to get up here. Okay, what do you got now?
I'm not going to try it on.
Try it on. Come on, James. When was the last time you put this on?
About 10 minutes ago.
Okay. James Remar back in his war.
Back in my war.
Ajax,
you're in the gang
fits.
for life. It doesn't really fit. I'm still a badass.
Come out to play.
There you go.
Now you know that the Golden State Warriors on their amazing run right now.
I do know.
They play that in the arena. They play that.
All right, Golden State Warriors. I'm accepting offers. Why don't we put that there?
Imagine Steph Curry coming out in that.
No, by the way, I would like to make
that's a good idea.
No, hold on a second.
Dope.
I want to make that this show's mission that we take this Warriors vest that you, James Remar, have brought here winds up on the body of Steph Curry, because that looks like that would fit Steph.
It probably would fit him better than me, because I've gained about 20 pounds since then. All muscle, of course.
Of course.
But
it would.
Oh,
should we get like we had Peter Goober on the show. Maybe Peter makes an offer for it, and we
let him know. I'd even bring it to the game in person.
Whatever
Seats,
they want.
Hook up. Yeah.
Whatever they want.
We could figure this thing out.
But it is one of a kind. It's screen worn. It's I believe the only one in existence.
Did you know
with the original patches?
Did you know at the time the Warriors would be possibly a cult of any sort of cult
I
hit?
had no idea. I was just showing up, one night at a time because we shot the whole thing at night. Trying to play the part as authentically and as energetically as possible. I had no idea that it was going to be as popular as it still is, nearly 38 years later.
Right. And then a few years later, James Remar here on the Rich Eisen Show, you wind up in 48 Hours with
Walter Hill as my director yet again.
Same guy.
Yep.
And you're in this movie with Nick Nolte and some kid named Eddie Murphy.
His first movie.
Did you know at the time what Eddie had going for him?
Well, I knew he was funny as Gumby on Saturday Night Live. He was great, and he played Buckwheat.
Yes, he
did.
did.
I had no idea that he had such poise, because a feature film is a very different atmosphere and set than a television show.
Yeah,
and a comedy TV show. And there's kind of a size and a gravity that you have to take on a feature film that is back then was just a little more demanding than being on a TV show at the time, or so I thought.
Right.
And this kid showed up at the age of 21 and had tremendous poise, tremendous professionalism, and I was in awe of him. And I knew he was doing a great job, and I know that Nick was such a big actor with such gravity that we were on the right track with something. But I had no idea that it was once again going to be as huge a hit as it turned out to be.
And I mentioned the other day, Jonathan Banks, the actor who's gone on to Breaking Bad.
I shot him, and
you shot him in the open. Well, that's what started the whole plot line with Nick Nolte's character getting shot. I mean, his partner getting shot.
He says, "Don't you do that, Jack. Don't give up your gun. Don't do that for me."
That's right.
And I say, "Nice gun, Pop."
Did you say? I mean, are you friendly with him, or
well,
do you see him
I say it to him every time. I ask him, "How's the wife?" And he says, "Mean as a snake." And apparently, he came up with that line on the day of. That was not scripted.
Right.
I reminisce with him about that every time.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that, download our app. Please, just if it's a memory thing, just delete other apps. You don't need those apps. This app, the Rich Eisen Show app, you need that.